you want to send content to your user based on individual interest? Do you want to change the content of the website based on what an individual might be interested in? This is what dynamic content is all about, and that's what we're going to discuss. Dynamic content is an amazing feature when it comes to marketing automation. Let's talk about it. Imagine a scenario where you have a user from a certain country during a certain time of the day having a certain festival coming up. Now, you wouldn't want to show the same homepage or the same product recommendations or the same content to that individual which you are having on all over your website. You would want to change it according to that particular individual's location, a time of the day, and maybe any festivities coming up. This is what dynamic content is all about. There are multiple features available in almost all the tools, including Salesforce Marketing Cloud, Pardot. It's also there in HubSpot, Marketo. In fact, all the marketing automation tool has this feature to change the content based on an individual interest. And remember, I'm not talking about a segment. Of course, you can do it for a segment or the hyper segment or the hybrid segment, but I'm talking to you about at the level of an individual. Based on that individual's behavior, based on that individual's past purchases and browsing history, the content can really change. Now we are going to talk about dynamic content, three very important aspects of it. Let's start. Number one, dynamic content can be real time. Right? You really don't have to be dependent upon existing data of that individual or the segment to show the dynamic content. You can actually change the dynamic content based on what individual has been browsing or going through in the real time, and this is possible in both B2B as well as in B2C. Number two, you can use dynamic content to do A/B testing and to check exactly what works for an individual or for a segment or for a hybrid segment. Now, if you remember in my previous videos, I had discussed about the base segments and the hybrid segments. Base segments are all the segments which are demographic, psychographic, geographic, those kind of segments. But when it comes to hybrid segments are the one which are created by using all the base segments together, or maybe a combination of two or more segments. So you can do the A/B testing based on the hyper segment as well as the base segment. Now, there could be multiple examples or use cases for this. You might want to show certain kind of background images or paragraph, or even the paragraph in certain languages within the same page to a different set of customers or different set of prospects or the visitors, and a different set of information or the language to someone else. Now, this is all possible when it comes to marketing automation. A tool like Marketing Cloud has a personalization feature, which is an amazing tool. Earlier, it used to be known as Interaction Studio, and I am working on many such projects right now and campaigns as well. And what we have seen is that it really works wonders. People engage a lot when this kind of information is provided, this kind of dynamic content is used. Next point is about the enhanced user engagement. Now, can you imagine if a segment or an individual sees content exactly what is exactly tailored for that individual or the segment or the hybrid segment, how engaged that segment or the individual would be? Yes, actually, in our projects or campaigns, we have seen that the engagement shoots up, right? Because they find everything relevant to them, and they find it more valuable to interact with your content, to browse the pages, and and they find more value doing business with you. So it's very important to understand the dynamic content and how you really can change dynamic content. Some of the tools which are available in many of the marketing automation tools go even beyond just giving the dynamic content. Marketing Cloud has this feature where you can send an email to an individual, and if they do not delete it, that email itself in the inbox can change the content based on the other behavior which happens later after the email has been sent. So yes, this is one of the features when it comes to Marketing Cloud. Now, the tool you might be using can go beyond just having the first name and last name kind of a dynamic content. It can actually do much more than that. Like I said, you can change the entire paragraph, you can change the language, you can change the background images, you can change the videos, all based on different criteria that suits your business. So yes, use dynamic content as much as possible. It should be there in your marketing automation tool. Do not hesitate to use it. If you have any comment, any use case to discuss, feel free to comment, like, and give some information about your use case in the comment section. Thank you very much and see you again.